Artwinery Winery is the largest enterprise in Eastern Europe, manufacturing sparkling wines by classic bottle method. At Artwinery Winery, the whole process cycle is on the depth of over 72 meters in the underground plus the tunnels, keeping the unique microclimate year-round. Constant temperature of 12 to 14 Celsius degree and stable air humidity of 88 to 90%. The perfect conditions for producing classic sparkling wine, implying long aging in a bottle from 9 months to 3 years. The total area of the underground tunnels, keeping over 30 million bottles of Artwinery sparkling wine simultaneously, is over 25 hectares. Time-tested production traditions, as well as the latest technologies and equipment, enable to manufacture sparkling wine comparable by quality with the products of the world's best manufacturers. Artwinery Winery has gained the reputation of the national honor of Ukraine. Preconditions for establishing the winery were laid as early as in the 19th century, when gypsum production started on the territory of today's town of Artyomovsk. In the 40s of the last century, surveying was started for the creation of Soviet sparkling, which by quality would not be worse than the French champagne. The decree on setting up production facilities in Artyomovsk was adopted in 1950, whereas in 1954, the first 500 bottles of the sparkling wine were manufactured. Currently, the production capacity of Artwinery Winery has reached 25 million bottles of sparkling wine per year. Owing to high-quality standards, orientation on the consumer and introduction of innovative production techniques, the company has deserved to be considered not only a Ukrainian national global-scale brand, but also a stable enterprise by European standards. The success of Artwinery sparkling wine is based on strictly followed production process flow and high requirements to the quality of wine materials grown and collected in the most fertile and sunniest regions of Ukraine. Most part of the wine materials come to Artwinery Winery from the Crimean Peninsula. In addition, the company uses wine materials from Nikolaev, Kherson, and Odessa regions. Traditional sorts for the white sparkling wine are the group of Pinot and Chardonnay, as well as Riesling and Aligoté, Cabernet, Merlot, and Saperavi make up the blend base for red sparkling wine. The wine material production flow is the first step on the way to create classic sparkling wine. First of all, assembling is performed. Wine materials are united by sorts and regions. The obtained assemblage rests for 20 days, being filtered. In order to get rid of the wine stone and achieve crystal transparency, wine must be treated with cold. After that, mixing wine materials of different sorts, the blend is made. At the same time, the sorts are selected the way to improve and refine bouquet and taste, and eventually get the wine with typical features and required quality. The proportions of wine blend are the secret of the production. It is due to the special blending that the unique, unrivaled bouquet of Artwinery sparkling wine is created. The finished blend comes to the second process stage. The material is sent to the mass production shop. Mass production job at Artwinery Winery is equipped with the latest high-technology machinery. The advanced automated mixture blend bottling line is installed here. Its capacity is 12,000 bottles per hour. During the process of duplication, wine is first bottled to be saturated with carbon dioxide and show its nature. It is important to know that only new bottles are used for the production of sparkling wines. These bottles endure high pressure of up to 17 to 18 atmospheres. Duplication wine is a mixture of blend, duplication liquor, and wine starter. It should be noted that yeast plays the critical part in the production of sparkling wines. Artwinery Winery uses a special yeast race developed by microbiologists, and its unique recipe is kept secret. Bottles with wine are corked with temporary crown cap, after which the robot packer automatically takes the whole batches of bottles with duplication wine off the line and transports them in special containers for aging and champanization. Aging is one of the most important stages in the production of sparkling wines. It is to be emphasized that it is due to the long aging that the wine bouquet and taste are formed. White wines are kept for 3 years, while red and rosy ones at least 9 months. Over this time, each bottle of the Prospect sparkling wine is regularly replaced and shaken, which is necessary to ensure good foam and sparkling properties, and also to prepare the deposit to be removed. For a long time, replacing was manual, but thanks to new technologies and automation of the vital production stages, this process can now be made by machines. In order to remove the created deposit, bottles are loaded into special stands, wine stands. Bottles are rotated and slightly shaken against the edges of the stand openings. That leads them to the vertical position. This stage is called remuage. In the result, the deposit slowly deposits on the cork. This fine labor makes the wine crystal clear. According to the production upgrading plan, the remuage floor was also partly automated. Special equipment developed in France and used at the largest production facilities of Champagne has been used alongside with manual remuage at Artwinery Winery since 2012. Remuage automation enables to accelerate the process of removing the deposit with the cork by 3 times. The volume of work performed by one person within 2 months can be done by the machine within less than 3 weeks. Disgorge is removal of the collected and compacted deposit together with the cork. Before the removal, the deposit is frozen by placing the bottleneck in a special solution. At Artwinery Winery, the process of removing deposit is fully automated. It should be noted that only a few world-leading manufacturers of champagne and sparkling wines have similar disgorge automated lines at their facilities. The effective capacity of this line is 8,000 bottles per hour. After opening, the bottles come to the liquid bottling machines, which injects dosage liquor. Its quantity determines the kind of the sparkling wine: extra brut, brut, dry, semi-dry, or semi-sweet. Next, the bottles are corked, fixed with metal bridle, wire hood, and sent to the test aging. The final stripes in the masterpiece creation are made here. The bottles come to the finishing floor, where they are decorated with style labels and caps. Artwinery sparkling wine bottles gain the looks that they have when they arrive at the shelves in retail outlets. A new advanced logistics center for 2 million bottles is the last destination point of the Artwinery sparkling wine at the winery. That is the start of a new way in different directions and distances.